Hello viewers, and thank you for joining us on another episode of Crime and Road Safety Watch, a program meant to highlight to you our roles and operations. My name is Onesisa Sibanda. It's good to be back. The Zimbabwe Republic Police held a graduation parade for police recruits who completed a 2-year police training at Mkushi Academy. The reviewing officer was His Excellency, the President of Zimbabwe, Comrade Dr. Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa.
In his presence, the 907 recruits graduating today were drawn from all the country's 10 provinces, in line with our devolution and the centralization program. We are leaving no one and no place behind. The representation of both males and females is commendable, with 624 male and 283 female recruits graduating today. Both boys and girls must continue to be accommodated in all our public institutions. Unlike yesterday, where physical height and stamina were critical attributes for joining the force, today, policing is no longer a walk in the park. The challenges in this profession now require high levels of knowledge and broader skills. Hence, the importance of a deliberately designed training curriculum that mold competent and professional police officers. I applaud you, the graduates, for successfully completing this course, but more importantly, for choosing to be of service to our great motherland, Zimbabwe. Congratulations to all for answering the call to save our motherland, Zimbabwe, in the police service. A great responsibility lies before you. Undertake the duties with honesty, with integrity, and with discipline above all. Your well-coordinated and captivating drill displays witnessed during this parade are a reflection that you have transitioned from being civilians to Usha, to the well-trained security personnel of the Republic of Zimbabwe. The determination, zeal, and perseverance that saw you realize today's success should be reflected in your professional conduct. As you go to your various stations, you are directed to work among communities with humility and to decisively deal with crime without fear or favor. We are Karasuku, Banusu. Individually and collectively, do your part as we build the motherland of Zimbabwe, brick upon brick and stone upon stone, towards our vision 2030. With these remarks, I wish this 2025 Republic Police recruit graduating class very successful careers. I extend special thank you to the families and guardians of the graduates for the support and the moral upbringing which has seen them realize this qualification.
Moving on, the Zimbabwe Republic Police is concerned with an upsurge of unregistered backyard factories that manufacture illegal and counterfeit products which poses harm to consumers. The ZRP national spokesperson, Commissioner Paul Nyati, gives us more.
The Zimbabwe Republic Police is concerned with the way some companies are operating, especially with regards to the safety, health and security of the public. As you can see, this is another raid by the Zimbabwe Republic Police where we've established that this company was operating And in the process, they are manufacturing, whether it's a beverage, alcoholic or non-alcoholic, but the contents are not clear. And above all, they have no license to be producing this product. And also, this product has not been certified fit for sale or for supply to the public by the Medicines Control Authority of Zimbabwe, especially some of the medicinal qualities which they are indicating on the labels. They have not been clarified. They have not been examined by medical experts, which is something of a concern to the police in terms of the country's laws. Then you also have the issue of the food standards, where you find that some of the conditions in which this purported beverage is being manufactured are not safe for any product to be supplied to the public. As the police, we want to urge business people, we want to urge companies that in whatever they are doing, they must, one, consider the laws of the country. Two, they must consider the safety of the public. Thirdly, they must make sure that all the processes which they are undertaking, they fully comply with the government's regulations. So in this case, we are conducting investigations. Yes, we have picked some suspects and we'll be issuing out a detailed statement as investigations proceed.
That story brings us to the end of the first segment of Crime and Road Safety Watch. Join us in the second segment. We are in the second segment of Crime and Road Safety Watch. Thank you for staying with us. The Zimbabwe Public Police is concerned with bad driving conduct that is being exhibited by some drivers on the country's roads and in the central business districts. We spoke to Superintendent Operations for Harare Metropolitan Traffic District, Superintendent Terence Majongosi, who spelled out police concern on such errant drivers.
We have observed that drivers are now disregarding traffic rules and regulations. Drivers are no longer observing traffic lights. They are also disregarding road traffic instructions given by police officers who would be deployed at intersections. Motorists are now creating third lanes and driving against oncoming traffic. Resultantly, we have recorded a number of traffic accidents that have been occurring at traffic intersections where motorists are disregarding the traffic lights. A total of 1,784 accidents were recorded during the period and 12 people died. And so far, from the 15th of January 2025, we continue to have a number of accidents that are being recorded. In order to prevent such accidents, we would like to take this opportunity to encourage motorists to observe traffic lights at all times. Always comply with police officers' directives at road intersections. The issue of third lane creation must come to an end. It is an offense to drive against oncoming traffic. So do not be found wanting. Anyone found disregarding any of the mentioned rules and regulations shall be apprehended.
Moving on to this week's traffic safety segment, let us hear more from the Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe.
What are the effects of crossing flooded rivers? It is both risky and life-threatening. At Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe, it is our mandate to educate and inform the public on the effects of crossing flooded rivers. The risk of children and adults crossing flooded rivers and bridges is particularly concerning due to several factors. Here are the key risks involved. Drowning hazards. Due to inability to swim, children and adults may not have the swimming skills necessary to survive in strong currents. Physical injuries may arise due to slippery surfaces, increasing the risk of falls. Hypothermia risk. Prolonged exposure to cold flood waters can result in hypothermia, especially in children who are most vulnerable. Long-term fears or anxiety can be as a result of psychological trauma from crossing flooded rivers. It is essential for parents and guardians to educate children on the dangers of crossing flooded rivers. Promoting awareness and adherence to safety guidelines can help in mitigating these risks. As Traffic Safety Council Zimbabwe, we appeal to motorists to avoid attempting to cross flooded rivers, as this is dangerous on both the driver and passengers. Here are some of the risks. Vehicle damage. Water can enter the engine, causing it to stall or fail completely. Death due to drowning and physical injuries. Drivers, passengers, pedestrians, and cyclists should always avoid crossing flooded rivers. It is crucial to heed warnings, to seek alternative routes, and to prioritize safety to avoid fatalities and injuries. Remember, safety first, there is no second chance.
With that story, we take a short break. Join us in the third and final segment of Crime and Road Safety Watch. We're in the third and final segment of Crime and Road Safety Watch. The Zimbabwe Republic Police Staff College officially opened the 2025 academic year at a ceremony where the Commissioner General of Police, Stephen Mutamba, was the guest of honor.
The attainment of knowledge, whether in the simplest of forms such as storytelling under the cascade of the moonlight, night sky, songs and dance, or in more formal settings such as schools and colleges, is all meant to enhance the people's lives. The contemporary world we live in, the ever-mutating technologies and the equally advancing criminal sophistry dictate that we redouble our efforts. However, one may ask, are certificates wielding police officers the panacea to crime management? Certainly not. What we desperately need are police officers who can extract value from education and apply it where it is needed. The effectiveness of your studies here at the Police Staff College can only be seen when a young girl in Mbare is safe from juvenile rape. A farmer in Inyati Matebele South can sleep soundly without fear of stock theft. When a businessman in Bulawayo does not have to look over his shoulders for an armed robber, and when domestic violence is subdued by peace and tolerance. That is your task, to look beyond the modules of the assignments you are given here, to bring the knowledge of life through sound policy interventions. An education for the sake of certificate is not, and I repeat, not my emphasis, only self-serving, but also self-destructive. If education does not confront the everyday intricacies, reshape systems and leverage human capacities to achieve a safer, secure society, then it serves no purpose. As police officers, all our educational efforts must speak to our constitutional mandate. Let us all remember that we are police officers first, and as watchmen on the walls of this great republic, each certificate therefore must be a building block towards making the war more steadfast and secure. Allow me to reiterate that education that does not impact our constitutional key deliverables is not worthwhile. We cannot have a scattergun approach and hope that one of our bullets will strike its target. We must be very deliberate and precise, knowing pretty well what it is exactly that we want to hit and accordingly take our aim. In our strategic plan, Horizon 2025, the organization is taking a deliberate stance to invest more of its resources towards the capacity development of its personnel. There's a show of commitment towards human capital development. The organization has, as you might all be aware, mooted an idea of establishing a police university. I'm pleased to note that significant strides have been made, and this initiative will mark a significant milestone in the journey towards policing excellence. Noble strides towards gender equity speak to the organization's desire to align with the dictates of the national gender policy. As an organization, we will continue to unshackle the remnant traits of institutional or systematic discrimination against women. We firmly believe that all our officers, whether male or female, must be given fair and equal opportunities to serve the motherland in the capacities which God has best gifted them.
In other news, the Zimbabwe Republic Police Women Network will be hosting the second edition of the Health and Wellness Day on 15 March 2025 at ZRP Golf Club in Harare. Crime and Road Safety Watch caught up with the chairperson ZRP Women Network, Commissioner Grace Ndou, during a routine aerobics workout at Mkushi Police Academy Gym for an insight into this upcoming event.
I welcome you to the second edition of the ZRP Women's Network Health and Wellness Day, which will be held at Police Golf Club in Harare on Saturday, 15 March 2025, starting 0600 hours. This is in fulfillment of the ZRP Women's Network Strategic Plan 2021-2025 under the key result areas nation building and social responsibility and equal career opportunities. The Health and Wellness Day is aimed at raising funds to assist members of the Zimbabwe Republic Police who were diagnosed with cancer. Participants will be drawn from members of the Zimbabwe Republic Police, other security services, from clubs, schools, the corporate world, and the general populace, including elite athletes and joggers. We expect to have an increase in the number of participants to this event in the 5-kilometer, 10-kilometer, and 21-kilometer road race. Other activities on the event date are aerobics and Zumba dance. Various categories are for grabs. Likewise, there are lots of prizes to be won. All registered athletes will get a t-shirt courtesy of the ZRP Women's Network and a participation medal upon finishing the race. Registration fees per individual athletes in all categories is $20 US. Corporates who wish to come and exhibit shall pay $100 US only. Registration will be done manually. It started Tuesday, 4 February 2025, and registration shall be closed on the 14th of March 2025.
The day is aimed at encouraging everyone to appreciate the importance of fitness training and its benefits, with a particular focus on enhancing a healthy lifestyle. The event is not only limited to police officers, it is open to all members of the public. It is now time for people on the police wanted list. ZRP Dangamvura is looking for Wayne Nyatswimbo, age 34, of house number 8, area 15, Dangamvura, Mutare, for a case of murder. Roland Kudanai Sherumbwere, aged 28, of house number 4893, area 3, Dangamvura, Mutare, is wanted by ZRP Dangamvura for a case of rape. Police in Dangamvura is looking for Owen Masara, aged 34, of house number 671, area 13, Dangamvura, Mutare, for a case of armed robbery. Anyone with information that may assist in the location of any of these wanted persons should feel free to contact any nearest police establishment or contact us on the following details. Call us on our National Complaints Desk number 0242 703 631. Visit our website www.zrp.gov.zw. You can also link with us on our email, that is feedback@zrp.gov.zw. Talk to us on our Twitter handle @PoliceZimbabwe. You can also like us on our Facebook page, Zimbabwe Republic Police. In case you've missed any of our Crime and Road Safety Watch episodes, you can watch them on our ZRP YouTube channel, Zimbabwe Republic Police. It has been a pleasure having you along. From me, Onesisa Sibanda, and the Crime and Road Safety Watch crew behind the scenes, pleasant viewing.